And this one's from Chris. I'm currently training for a marathon in October. After I complete that marathon, I love the attitude, I'm going immediately into tri training for a December half Ironman, then a full distance next spring or early summer. My question is this realistic and attainable? Things that I should consider attempting this feat.
Oh, that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
I have a few comments. Number one, for anyone out there, you don't need to do a marathon before your first Ironman. So don't think that you have to run a marathon just because you're doing an Ironman. I did 5 Ironmans before my very first marathon. Number two is in your preparation for your marathon, hopefully the plan you're following has some days that you're cross training. I would choose to cross train with swimming or biking. And if you're not, I would start to add those within your plan, maybe in August or September for a December half Ironman. Because you don't want to just focus on running until October and then add the swimming and the cycling in, because then that only gives you about a month or two, because you're going to have to recover after the marathon. And so part of recovery will be swimming and cycling. So I would, again, make sure you're doing some of that within your marathon plan starting in at least August, September. Also, when you're done with the marathon, give yourself time to recover, let your body recover, because training is going to be a little more difficult if you don't. And really cut back on your running as you try to add more cycling and swimming into the mix. You don't need to keep up the running volume that you did for your marathon. You want to kind of replace some running with swimming and cycling volume. Again, it's a tough question to answer without knowing the exact marathon plan, but it's definitely doable. And I think you're just going to go into this half Ironman after completing a marathon in October. You're going into this December half Ironman with a really solid running base, which I think is really important as you have to run 13 miles after swimming and biking beforehand. And then assess how you do, making sure you're doing a race review after both races, see what's worked, see what hasn't worked. Keep a detailed training log if you're not already, again, so you can look back on it and see how much you've done and see what's working and what hasn't been working. And then assess based on your half Ironman, how much time you feel like you're going to need before your first full Ironman the following year in the spring, summer, or maybe in the fall.